everyone, and thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Mystic Mim Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading from Spirit for you, Divine Feminine. In this reading, we will use my personal decks as well as a few other decks. I will get messages from Spirit for you. Then we will get positive affirmations and self-care tips from Spirit. I will conclude with several songs too. Please note that this is only a general reading, not a personal one, so not every single card will resonate with your situation. So take the cards that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Also, this is suitable for a Divine Feminine or a Divine Masculine. Let's begin. What would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? You have the world at your feet now, Divine Feminine. Your ex hangs around with riffraff and then wonders why his life is going nowhere. Your ex wishes that he didn't invest so much into reckless karmics and that he had invested more into you instead. You would never go back to this man who once chose someone else over you, the karmic. You would never disrespect yourself like that. He got to a stage with you where he felt too secure. He thought that you weren't going anywhere. That's why he wasn't ready for it when you switched up on him and cut him off completely. That was the last thing in the world that he expected you to do. He played one too many games with you, Divine Feminine. For some of you, you did give this man the opportunity to tell you the truth on multiple occasions about his secrets and regarding the karmic. Instead, though, he denied it all and remained sneaky and lied instead. Your ex is a narcissist. His new supply, the karmic, believes that she has won him in some way. In reality, though, she has only taken a massive problem and burden off you, Divine Feminine. He was too much of a coward to just tell you that he didn't want a commitment with you. I was protecting you from him, and that's why I came in and separated you both. It felt painful for you at the time. However, now you understand that I did it for your own good. You weren't going to prosper with him in your life. He was dragging you down with him. I had to put a stop to it. Toxic people stop talking to you instead of apologizing when they are wrong. This is what your ex did. At this stage in your life, you would prefer to be alone than with someone who keeps his options open like this ex. He feels that you are now showing off with your moves. You are not, though. You are just being blessed by me and you are receiving Dharma. A soap opera could be created based on the third-party love saga that you were a part of, DF, in the past, with the karmic and your ex. It would be filled with secrets, illusions, magic, deception, lies, and betrayal. It would be a hit. He took the easy way out, which was to lie to you and then ghost you when you caught onto the lies. You feel that your ex has no spine, DF. He allows others in his life to make his decisions for him. For example, his family and his friends. You are a woman of God. You cannot put a price on freedom, Divine Feminine. Your ex has been lashing out at his family and also some friends for giving him terrible advice about you. You could never have realized your true potential whilst this energy vampire, your ex, was sucking the goodness out of you. Now without him, you have come alive again. You are a true earth angel and an empress. Your ex feels defeated because you closed out the karmic cycle between you both. What did he expect you to do though? He was lying, cheating, and stealing. He deceived you and betrayed you. He sabotages every single connection that he gets into. He is not relationship material. Your ex had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with an earth angel, and he blew it. He has had sleepless nights thinking about why he did what he did. He is in a state of remorse and even listens to music that reminds him of you. Sometimes he even cries. He now admits that there were 3 reasons why it didn't work out with you, DF. 1, he had many addictions that he tried to hide from you. 2, he loved to party and preferred to have many different options, both men and women. And 3, he ended up choosing the karmic and abandoning you. You have decided to leave the past in the past now. You are on a brand new path and journey now. That is why you cannot believe this ex wants to come back around and say that he is sorry. He is a flirt who promises everyone a happily ever after. It's all fake though. He goes around leading people on. Then once he gets what he wants, he leaves that person, then he moves on to his next victim. I have taken you under my wing and have slowly helped you detach from the people who were not good for you, including your ex, family members, friends, and work colleagues. Your ex now feels that you have turned your back on him, so he is indulging in sex, drugs, and alcohol to excess. He has chosen to remain living in his shadow side, whilst you, DF, continue to ascend. Your ex is a real gambler. He gambles with money. However, he gambled you, Divine Feminine, and ended up losing you. He thinks he is a lot smarter than he really is. Some of you DFs feel that all he brought to your life was confusion, sadness, anger, chaos, irritation, and instability. A wise man said, "Do not take revenge. The rotten fruits will fall by themselves." This is what you feel has happened in your ex's life. Self-care is when you are selective about who gets your energy. You don't overextend yourself for others now who did the wrong thing by you in the past. People who hurt you, like this ex did, simply never hear from you again. He's afraid that if he were to come back, you would reject him. That's why he just stalks you instead. When you are getting yourself together, it gets lonely. However, choose growth over company, Divine Feminine. When you put pressure on a man, He runs to a weaker female, and this was the karmic. Your ex wore a mask, and he was nothing but a trickster. If you knew then what you know now, you would have stayed strangers with a lot of people, Divine Feminine, especially your ex. He is accustomed to weak-minded women. Some of you DFs miss his friendship more than anything. He sacrificed the wrong woman. He could kick himself now. You are so sick of ugly. I'm not talking about physical looks. I'm talking about ugly hearts, ugly souls, and ugly actions, especially with this ex of yours and his karmic. He is being haunted by me and your ancestors for taking you on an unnecessary roller coaster of emotions. You had to release everything that was holding you back in your life so that you could heal and move forward. DF, never allow your loneliness make you reconnect with toxic people like this ex. You shouldn't drink poison just because you are thirsty. Divine Feminine, old energy is clearing, new energy is entering, and great things are coming your way. It's funny how a liar gets mad at you when you figure out the truth, isn't it? You now have respect for yourself like you have never had in your life before. I am there beside you every single day, DF. Don't ever feel alone. This quote is for your ex. What goes around comes around, and what goes up must come down. Everything in the dark will come to the light, and you will reap what you have sown. He is stuck in karma now, suffering from his horrible deeds. You have a completely different mindset now, Divine Feminine. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. Secrets and lies kill relationships. No matter how careful you are, you will get caught. This is what happened with your ex. What's done in the dark always comes to the light. People like you with the biggest hearts attract the most draining, disloyal, disrespectful, and difficult people. People really don't understand the damage that they do to someone until the same thing is done to them. You are currently blessed, grateful. You are growing and glowing, Divine Feminine. He knows that he has to own up to the truth if he comes back around your way again. He is extremely ashamed with his past behavior and his terrible choices. This is how you feel, DF. My heart cannot afford another bond with the wrong soul. I barely made it out the last time. You don't grow when things in your life are easy. You grow when you face challenges. You have grown leaps and bounds from the experience you had with this one man. Some of you Divine Feminines feel that falling in love is no longer a priority like it once was for you. When he was around you, DF, everything in your life was going pear-shaped. You then realized he wasn't worth your time or your energy anymore. You chose you, and now he feels abandoned by you. Your ex has betrayed and deceived many people throughout his life. It's just unfortunate that you had to cross paths with him. He knows now that you know he chose this karmic instead of you. That's why he is stressed and anxious about approaching you. In the long term, this betrayal by your ex had a silver lining. It was a difficult and unpleasant experience for you. However, now you are on to bigger and better things. You are on your spiritual journey and you discovered your life purpose. You are on the right track to achieve prosperity, and I am there for you every single day as your support. You don't want a perfect man. You want a man who can match your love, loyalty, passion, hustle, integrity, and values. Basically, a man who is the complete opposite to your trifling ex. He expected you to try and hold on to him and even chase him. Hence, he was attempting to keep you triangulated with him and the karmic. You didn't want any part of it, Divine Feminine. Because he continues to live in the past, he is in a state of depression and feeling the loss of you heavily now. He knows that he treated you in an unacceptable manner and betrayed you, lied to you, and deceived you, such a beautiful soul, for no reason. He played himself out of his own destiny. He would have had such a prosperous life with you. He is a fool. It kills the karmic that she could never have this man's heart, ever, because you still have it, Divine Feminine. This ex played with your beautiful heart, which is unacceptable. Now he is getting the appropriate punishment from me. For some of you DFs, he actually told you that you wouldn't survive without him. What a joke. Your ex is surrounded by enablers who encourage his toxicity and his addictions. He thinks that he can come back now and enjoy his blessing, you, after he tried to replace you with a low-class karmic. I don't think so. Some of you DFs are alpha females now. You don't run in packs and you are often alone. You keep your circle small. You know your power and you work best in silence. Stay strong and believe in miracles. Your blessings are coming your way now. This ex of yours cheated on you. People cheat for the following reasons. They are insecure, they have low self-esteem, they are habitual liars, they cannot be alone, they are immature, they are addicted to validation, and they crave instability and chaos. You have learned 3 lessons, DF. To leave people where they are at, to accept situations for what they are, and that not every action requires a reaction. You quietly remove yourself from toxic situations now. You don't explain yourself. You don't go back and forth. You don't look for closure. And you don't cause a scene. Some of your friends, family, and colleagues all saw through this ex and knew that he wasn't good for you. In the beginning, though, when they cautioned you, you didn't want to hear it because you had your rose-colored glasses on. It wasn't until after his mask fell off that you realized they were all right. Love makes people do strange things. You are about to find a soul who won't make excuses about coming to see you. They will fight to be with you. They won't have you second-guessing your place with them, either like your ex did. When you find this soul, cherish them deeply. It will be a gift from me. Most of you divine feminines feel that you had no other choice but to move on after this ex left you alone and chose the dysfunctional karmic. You are so thankful that you are where you are today. You have risen like a phoenix. You have risen from the pain that you suffered at the hands of this ex and his karmic. I am rewarding you now for cutting him out of your life altogether. For some of you, this was extremely hard for you to do. Your ex was a snake. A snake only sheds its skin to become an even bigger snake. He is so paranoid about your intuition because I have been strengthening your spiritual gifts. This quote is for you, DF, some of you. After a woman gets out of a toxic relationship, she is single for a long time. At first, it is lonely. In the beginning, it is hard. For a little while, it hurts. But after a certain amount of time, she embraces being single and finds it empowering. Divine Feminine, you cannot wait until the energy changes in the collective. You long for the day that you no longer have to hear about your ex or this evil karmic ever again. Have you noticed how everyone loves you when you let everything slide? As soon as you start checking things and creating boundaries, you become the most hated. Your ex turned on you when you began to protect yourself and distance yourself from him. One deep talk and an apology can fix a lot of problems, but people aren't mature enough for that, and this was your ex. Some people, like your ex, are just miserable and always want conflict and problems. Their battle is not with you, it is with themselves. You are so peaceful now without him in your life. Divine Feminine, this is the part of your life where you silently remove yourself from anyone who hurts you more than they love you, drains you more than they replenish you, brings you more stress than they do peace, and tries to stunt your growth rather than clap for it. You've done more than enough talking and trying to make things work with certain people. You are done. When I say that you are now abundant, DF, I am not only referring to you having money. You can have little money and yet still be abundant in different ways. These include in health, in knowledge, in patience, peace, virtue, in spirituality, courage, and especially in strength. You could write a book about everything that you have gone through with this ex and the karmic. With the love triangle saga, betrayal from your ex, the love bombing, the breadcrumbing, juggling, and the discarding. The magic this woman put on you and him to separate you both. The copycat woman who tried to steal your essence, your gifts, your look, and your man. She hates you but wants to be you at the same time. This book would be a bestseller. If there is something in particular that you want right now, go and buy it, Divine Feminine. You deserve it. You survived an absolute disaster of a love triangle gone wrong. Your ex is still looking at your photos and the texts that you sent him. This is how he is reminding himself of how loving you were, supportive you were, and how understanding you were. He is not a real man. A real man does not bully, stalk, or harass a woman. Your ex did you dirty, so why does he have the audacity to get angry at you for bossing up, ascending, feeling great about yourself once again, working on yourself, especially spiritually and monetarily, leaving him in the past, being my divine child, and your spiritual gifts being enhanced? You felt like you were going around in circles with this man. You were confused, you had no idea where you stood, and he tried to play head games with you. You really don't understand this karmic. You don't get why she would stay with your ex and ride the situation out, knowing that he still has feelings for you. It just doesn't make any sense. Put it this way, if you were with a man who had feelings for his ex, you would get rid of him quick smart. You respect yourself and you have self-love. He was secretive and sneaky, and you never truly knew what he was into or what he was up to behind your back. He thought that he was ripping your heart out, but little did he know that he was actually assisting you in leveling up in your life. He has been crying recently over the loss of you, Divine Feminine. You feel that he was a complete waste of your time, effort, money, and your energy. When he fell for the illusion that the karmic sold him, as far as you are concerned, he sealed his fate. Your ex is a narcissist. He preys on innocent women. He is a Don Juan who is very good with his words and very smooth. In the start, he comes in like a knight in shining armor, saying and promising all kinds of wonderful things. This was simply the love bombing stage, the first stage of dealing with a narcissist. This is how they reel their victims in. You are a high priestess. He was sneaking around with a third party. Now he has the hide to be jealous and thinks that it's not fair that I am rewarding you monetarily. This is simply justice being served. He really misses your high vibrational energy that kept him protected and safe. One of the hardest things that you have ever done in your entire life was to leave him behind for good and never look back. He thought that he could leave the door open with you forever and go in and out of your life whenever he felt like it. He really wishes that you would love and need him in the way that you used to. He was on his phone constantly, and it annoyed you because you knew that he was hiding secrets in that phone. He didn't realize what a beautiful woman you were when he had you in the palm of his hands. He only realized it later on. He is a bit slow, Divine Feminine. I am blessing you for your suffering, your troubles, and your heartbreak, but most importantly of all, the way that you left toxic cycles behind you and chose yourself. Did your ex show any of these signs, DF? If so, he was definitely a narcissist. Did he bully you and have no remorse about doing so? Did he need constant praise and attention? Did he exaggerate his talents and skills? Did he require and demand attention and appreciation? Did he have an exaggerated sense of self-importance? Did he show a lack of empathy towards you and others? The King of Wands rejected the Empress. How ridiculous. He wasn't matched to you energetically in the first place, Divine Feminine. He hates the way that you have discovered the truth, and that is that he is nothing but a serial juggler and a serial cheater. He was emotionally abusive, and he drained you physically, monetarily, and mentally. You didn't need any more excuses, stories, answers, explanations, or lies from your ex. You knew that he could never tell the truth. When the narcissist goes around telling people, my ex is crazy, like he did to you, he means to say, I gaslighted them daily, I cheated repeatedly, I lied pathologically, I manipulated them emotionally, I bankrupted them financially. Due to the fact that you are divine, you showed this man a type of love that is irreplaceable. He knows he won't ever get unconditional love from this karmic. This is why he continues to obsess over you. Narcissists don't love their kids. They love the idea of having someone to control and manipulate, and eventually use as a pawn further to hurt you. I witnessed all of the injustice that was happening behind the scenes. I came in to bring justice to this situation. He was making a fool out of you, juggling you, mocking you, and betraying you. So I shut it all down. Your ex was a narcissist. This was your relationship in a nutshell. You went from being the perfect love of their life to not being able to do anything right. You gave everything, and he took it all and gave you less and less in return. You ended up depleted emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially, and then you were blamed for it. At first, you couldn't believe this one man would give up so many things to then pursue the karmic. He gave up pets, children, you, the house, the car, almost everything. It was like he had a midlife crisis or something. You didn't expect this from a man that you put so many good years into. You really loved him, and you were nothing but loyal and faithful to him. The karmic that he is with is your doppelganger. She wants everything that you have, DF. Your body, your face, your brain, your spiritual knowledge, your divine inheritance, and of course she wanted your man. You feel that if a man treats you like a queen, then you will treat him like a king. But if he treats you like a game, you will show him how it is played. This is how your ex played you, so you walked away. In the past, you felt extremely heartbroken over this ex. It felt like your heart shattered into a million pieces. It's like he stomped mercilessly on your heart. It felt like your heart was being shredded to pieces, cut up and thrown in the trash, left to rot. It hurt you a lot emotionally, but now you have left this pain in the past. You have come so far in your life, Divine Feminine. What else would Spirit like to say to you today? Your ex and the karmic are Jezebels who play with black magic to get what they want in life. As hard as it was to heal, you did it, Divine Feminine. You suffered with this ex. At one point, he had you depressed, crying, and suffering from anxiety. I witnessed all of it. I saw every tear that you shed, Divine Feminine. He is nothing but a coward of a man with a capital C. He snuck away and ghosted you instead of simply telling you the truth that he was juggling both you and the karmic. You got no explanation, nor did you get closure. He ran. You asked me for a sign regarding him as something didn't sit right with you. You had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, so I showed you everything. The karmic manipulates your ex, lies to him, cheats on him, does spell work on him, and disrespects him. She is his karma. He left you waiting for so long that it gave you time to go within and heal yourself and discover all of his secrets. I see everything, trust me. And your ex is now obsessing over you, whilst the karmic is obsessing over him. More messages from Spirit today. I observed an innocent angel being attacked, and I wasn't having a bar of it. I came in and protected you, Divine Feminine. Thankfully, the worst is all behind you now. Divine Feminine, you should say these positive affirmations daily. They will shift your mindset and bring wonderful things into your life. I am healthy. I am worthy. I am positive. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am courageous. And I am happy. You are working for me now in your divine life purpose. You are doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing now. I saw things that were happening behind the scenes that you couldn't see, Divine Feminine. You are a star now. I have placed you on a pedestal so that your enemies can do nothing other than watch you succeed. You are a true lady. You are classy and you carry yourself in such an elegant and graceful way. That is why you still turn heads regardless of your age. I held off with your blessings whilst he was still in your life, as I didn't want him benefiting from what I had in store for you. You use tarot readings to confirm what your intuition already told you about your ex. I am your best friend in this crazy world that you live in. I will always have your back, Divine Feminine. You cannot lose with me on your side. You will only ever win. Whilst you were dealing with your ex, he actually had you stuck in a low vibration. You were anxious, depressed, fearful, worried, acting jealous, and constantly questioning him. He made you into someone that you really weren't. When he left, you automatically became high vibrational and you felt peace of mind returning to you once again. You know exactly who you are now: a divine feminine, a high priestess, a healer, an angel, and an empress. Now I'll get some advice and self-care ideas for you, divine feminine. Gather magazines, visualize aspirations, and create a vision board for your personal goals, hopes, and dreams. Practice saying no to unwanted requests. Politely decline non-essential commitments to preserve your time and energy. Take a power nap for 10 to 30 minutes to improve your mood, alertness, concentration, and short-term memory. Make a list of 100 things that make you happy. Weave as many of these as possible into your day-to-day life. Avoid caffeine for at least 4 hours before bedtime to promote quality sleep. Dedicate time for stargazing at night, connecting with the vastness of the cosmos for a sense of wonder. Connect with supportive communities or groups that share your interests or values, providing a sense of belonging. Promote a peaceful sleep by mindfully creating a dream catcher, incorporating personal symbols and intentions. Practice positive self-talk daily. Replace negative thoughts with positive aspirations for an instant mindset shift and long-lasting change. Practice grounding techniques such as walking barefoot on grass or focusing on nature to center yourself during stressful times. Take a 5-minute break. Find a quiet space and practice deep breathing exercises for instant stress relief. Enjoy the satisfaction of doing a random act of kindness for someone else. Download a new mindfulness app and explore a guided session for relaxation. Use a notebook to list all the things that you are grateful for today to cultivate a positive mindset in the moment. Step outside and take a brisk nature walk and soak in the revitalizing benefits of the outdoors. Create a serene place in your home by designating a corner as a Zen zone, adding calming elements for relaxation. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours nightly. Create a soothing bedtime routine, dimming lights and disconnecting from screens to ensure a peaceful 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Treat yourself to small indulgences occasionally, whether it's a bubble bath, a favorite dessert, or a leisurely afternoon nap. Write down all of the activities that bring you joy, forming a personalized joy list. Do a mind dump to clear and organize your thoughts. Spend a few minutes writing down everything that comes to mind on a subject that is bothering you. Create a playlist of soothing music to enhance your environment and positive relaxation. Set aside time for self-care dates with yourself, whether it's a solo walk, a movie night, or a cozy evening at home. Schedule 30 minutes this weekend for uninterrupted me-time relaxation. Establish a gratitude jar. Add notes of what you are grateful for daily to cultivate a continuous sense of appreciation. Plan a healthy meal for your next eating opportunity, focusing on nutrient-dense options for sustained energy. Connect with loved ones regularly, whether it's through a phone call, video chat, or spending quality time together in person. Schedule regular breaks during work hours. Set alarms for short breaks throughout your day to refresh your mind. List 3 realistic, achievable goals for this month to guide your focus and actions. Engage in activities that bring you laughter and joy, whether it's watching a funny movie or playing games with loved ones. I will now get several messages from your angels, Divine Feminine. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you and your situation. New career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy new doors that open as a result. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Your wish is granted. What you have asked for is coming true. Connect with nature. You've rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. Easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all of the doors will open for you. Sun. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Children. Your connections with children are a part of your life's purpose. Debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. Now we will get some positive affirmations that you could use in your future to boost your mood and your confidence, Divine Feminine. I am kind to myself during moments of stress. I am strong enough to cope with difficult emotions. I embrace positivity and let any negative thoughts drift away. I pace myself perfectly to get necessary tasks done. I can cope with whatever challenges I face. I embrace self-care as a vital part of my journey. I am far more resilient than I realize. I am grateful for the many blessings in my life. I do not let my mistakes define me. My challenges help me grow. I invite peace and happiness into my life. I know that my value and will not lessen or shrink myself for anything or anyone. When I set my mind to something, I am unstoppable. I am letting go of negative self-talk. I have the power to change my thoughts. I am powerful and brave. I will not worry about things that I cannot control. I will not waste a single day of my life. Today is the only day there will ever be. I am constantly growing and evolving into a better person. I am surrounded by support, care, and love. I take special care of my body, my mind, my emotions, and spirit. I am strong. I am worthy. I am enough. I don't compare my life to others. Everyone is on their own journey. My past might be ugly, but I am still gorgeous. I am optimistic about the future. I overcome fears by following my dreams. I am proud of myself. I'll use my personal song deck now. The lyrics in these songs reflect how Spirit would like you to feel about yourself, Divine Feminine. The first one is Single Ladies by Beyonce. I Got You, I Feel Good by James Brown. I'm Like a Bird by Nelly Furtado. Bridge Over Troubled Water by Paul Simon. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. Fighter by Christina Aguilera. Born to Be Alive by Patrick Hernandez. Survivor by Destiny's Child. You'll Never Walk Alone by Jerry and the Pacemakers. Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. Faith by George Michael. Flowers by Miley Cyrus. And the last one is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. I really hope you found this reading interesting and uplifting, Divine Feminine. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!